Hello, everybody. Welcome to Showdown here. I am David Dawson, your host, and today we have two players competing for water money. We have Jason and Jason DeCanio,
DeCanio.
uh,
Oh,
and B-Mark, Brian Martin. How you guys doing?
oh,
Doing
fantastic.
great.
Yay.
That's good to hear. So we're going to start card stories right now, and yeah, and yeah, Jason and Brian. Oh, let me share the screen here. Okay, see it.
Oh, okay. Oh, yes.
The game. Let's draw the cards for the first round. Jason, we got 100 people. Said by cyclists. So report their murder patient to be their police. How many 100 people said the psychiatrist should report the murder patient to the police?
Oh, that's a very interesting question. I'm gonna say that even though it's confidential, but if the patient is a murderer, and he shows signs of, what he's capable of doing, I think it would be a high number because then they could you could bring it to justice. So I'm going to say about 61.
61. Okay.
Ooh,
All right, Brennan.
I mean, I will say though, even though it's pronounced psychiatrist, but I will say, I mean, I have to agree with Jason's logic on this one. Maybe some people, you know, do that, to do the right thing. But I will say in this one, I'm actually going to go just a little bit lower.
Lower. The answer number is 66.
Wow. Okay.
Right. Yay.
All right, Jason.
Oh, lower.
It's a lower than the ace. It's a 5.
Higher.
It's a higher than the 5. It's a 10.
What a freeze.
All right. The freeze on that one, Brennan. We asked 100 people. What percentage of Americans believe there is hell? What do you think, Brennan?
Oh gosh.
And be quiet there outside. Emily, what do you think, Brennan?
Yeah. Oh man. Percentage of Americans believe there is a hell. Oh gosh. I wouldn't say about the hellhole, but I digress on that part.
Or that wrestler said, my who?
Oh God. In all seriousness, oh man. I mean, some people believe there is, some people not. I'm gonna go with in this one. I will say about 35% of them.
35. Okay, Jason.
Well, I'm being a Roman Catholic myself, and knowing that I believe that there is a heaven and at least there's a hell. I know there's at least a purgatory. Because some people who live in here on the earth think that this is already hell, and they think they're going to get to a better place. But I'm going to say higher.
Higher. The actual number
yes.
is 54.
Oh!
Higher.
Wow, okay.
You have to
I'm going to
10.
change that. I'm going to change it, David.
All right, I'm going to change it to another 10.
Boy. Well, we'll go lower with the odds.
Lower to the, oh, it's the queen. All right, Brendan. You have the 4.
All right, not bad of a card. I'm gonna go higher.
It's a higher than the 4. It is a 7.
Yeah.
Play strategy, I'll freeze.
Okay, we're going to freeze on that one. Jason, we asked 100 married women said, would pets said they divorce their husband rather than getting rid of their pets? How many 100 married women said, well, with pets, that they divorce their husband rather than getting their own pets?
Oh, I think that's a fantastic question, David. And in fact, I know some women who love their pets more than even their boyfriends. And even if they weren't married, they would never get rid of their pets because all animal lovers love their pets. And the guy, regardless of whether he's married or not, is going to get the boot. And I'm going to say 80 women would divorce their husbands faster than getting rid of their pets. 80. Yeah.
All right, Brian.
All right. I mean, I have to say I have to agree with Jason's logic. I mean, why would they get rid of their pets in the first place? Whether the married woman, they wouldn't do that. I mean,
Plus,
you know,
I would say this as well. Children have pets, all their life sometimes,
yeah, that too.
Oh.
I'm just going just a slight lower on that one.
I was
Okay.
right about that.
And the answer number is only 12. Way lower.
Whoa! Boy, do I know that. Holy
So now you
cow.
have the advantage, Brian.
I want to change that card, David.
All right, I'm going to change it to an ace.
Ooh, good
That's a
one.
good one. Lower.
It's a lower than ace. It is a jack.
Yeah.
We're going lower.
It's a lower than a jack. And it is, DeCanio. Back to Jason.
Oh, well, I can't change it, so I got to go lower again.
It's a
David.
lower than a 10. No, it's the queen.
It was the same queen that
It's
came
one of
up,
my questions. Someone must have played this on these cards. Brendan, how many 100 girls living in Burning Hills say they marry a poor man, even if seen was in love with him?
I will say this, with girls living in Beverly Hills, California, to marry a poor man. Be honest. I mean, there's some people would do that. Some people don't. In a way, even though they were in love with him. So basically, I want to go a little bit close to a mid low number on this one. I'm actually going to go 45.
45. Okay.
Hmm.
Interesting. Jason.
Well, I tell you, having been originally from New York myself and not really a rich person, I've never been to Beverly Hills. So, but the mentality out there is you got the money, you're going to want to be the sugar mama, the sugar daddy. To go for a poor man who pretty much has next to nothing would lower your standards. So I'm going to say lower than 45.
Lower than the 45. The actual number is 73. It's higher.
Holy cow!
Brandon.
They wouldn't matter with that, no matter what.
This is,
Holy.
Here's your decision here. You have the ace. If you want, you can play all at the end, but you can only change it one time, of course. If you pass it, Jason has a tricky card, a 10, but he can still manage to get it through with 2 cards left. So, Brandon, what do you want to do? Play or pass?
I want to play strategy and pass it to Jason.
Okay. Jason, you have the 10. You have no advantage here. What do you want to do?
Well, it's third time's a charm. It's got to be lower, David. Come on.
Is it over the 10? No, it's DeCanio. Brandon wins the round.
Wow. Woo! Gummed by the high picture cards. Holy cow.
Yes.
Oh, congratulations, Brandon.
Let's go to round number 2. As you got out the numbers for this one, Jason, we asked 100 married women said they object to their husband wearing their nightgown to bed. How many one married woman said they object to their husband wearing their nightgown to bed?
Take down to bed, huh? Normally, guys usually just sleep with no top on and just sleep with pajama pants. But object to their husband wearing their nightgown to bed. Oh, their nightgown. Oh, I didn't. Oh, I almost misguided the question there. Their nightgown, huh? Ladies' nightgown. I wouldn't think they would object to it. I think they'd like to get a good laugh in the bed at nighttime. So I'm going to say that they would object. That's low number, probably about 19.
19. Okay, Brandon,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, I agree with Jason's logic on this one. I mean, they would get a good laugh out of that, with I will say this one, I just want to go just a bit higher.
Higher. The
Ooh.
actual number is 66.
Whoa!
Oh, wow.
They went really up. He's got a 4.
Brian, you have the 4.
I'm going to go ahead and keep that, and I'm going to go higher.
It's a higher than a 4. It's the 9.
Yeah.
Oh, I got to do the Adolf Hitler version. 9999999. I had to do that. So, freeze.
Freeze on that
The
one.
Adolf Hitler version?
Brendan,
Wow.
how many women say they told a guest to make themselves at home when they really should, they really wish they just leave?
Ooh.
I mean, most of their like some people having a guest though is like it's mostly they were just making themselves at home, do whatever you need to do, and even though they would really they wish to leave though, I wouldn't do that. That's just me.
Yeah.
At least I make myself at home. For that, for some people, the women, my gosh, I'm gonna go for this. If they really wished, if they just want to leave, I think I'm gonna go a little bit of a low mid, close to a mid low number. I'm actually gonna go about 38.
38. Okay.
Wow. Tough one here. Let's see. Depends on the person who I would want to have at my house at any given time. Most of the time when I invite somebody over to my house, I usually tell them to make themselves at home because I know the person. It just depends on the type of person, which you really didn't indicate. So in this case, for them to actually leave, I would say a little bit lower.
Lower, okay. The actual number is 73.
Oh my
Brendan.
god!
Oh my god!
Wow.
Brendan, you have the 9. You can change it if you want to.
I want to change that card, David.
Okay. That turns into an ace.
Whoa!
Yeah, there we go. We're gonna go lower.
Lower than an ace, and then it's a 9.
Oh, again, 9999999. Again, freeze.
He's
Alright,
freezing.
it's gonna freeze it up.
Oh, he put the freeze bar too far.
How many wanted to take a woman over the age of 65 and dating said they married a man who kept calling them by his first wife's name?
Wow. This is for me, huh?
Yep.
Oh boy. A single woman over the age of 65 dating said they married a man who kept calling them by his wife's first name. If you can get the person you were marrying correctly, I don't care how old you are. If you kept forgetting your wife's name, your current wife's name, and you resorted back to it, I sure as heck would be like, okay, yeah, you're gonna forget that. You might even forget a shopping list or two. But 100 single women, I would say probably about 27.
27. Brendan.
I will, with being over 65, and they would forget the first wife's first name. Oh my gosh. I mean, to be honest, if you get like a little older, a little younger, if I would say, you would remember off the top of your head. When you get older, that's a whole different ballpark and all that. But I will say though, I'm actually gonna go just a slight higher.
Alright. That was my guess. I'm going to say the actual number is 24. So
Slight lower this time. Okay.
you have the jack.
Oh, the prince. Huh? I'll go lower.
Lower than the jack, and it is an 8.
Oh man, I gotta catch up here. I think I'm going to freeze.
I'm going to freeze it on that one. This is the fourth final question. Some of most players on the playable cards. Some of most winners on the playable cards. How many 100 driving instructors said men are better drivers than women? What do you say, Brendan?
To be honest, though, it really depends on the person driving. If men saying that they're better drivers than women, or the other way around. Who knows? But I will say though, I'm actually going to go a little bit into the also mid-low number again, but this time I'm actually going to go 48 of them.
Ooh.
48.
Geez, that's like saying who's cleaner in the bathroom, men or women. And I believe the sexes are equal when it comes to that because I used to clean bathrooms at one given time or another. So driving instructors, I mean, if you asked male driving instructors, they would say that men were better drivers. But if you asked female instructors, they would say females because they were siding with their own kind. But since we don't really know the sexes of the drivers who were polled, I'm going to say a little bit higher.
Higher. And the actual number is 41. You get the advantage. They want to play or pass the education class. So take a card in 8.
Jason, is up to you.
Jason, you have the 8.
I have to go higher this time.
Higher than 8. No, the 7 is graduates again.
Nice, congratulations.
Good day.
Could be like a hug under the rug.
Rather than win, let's go to the money cards. Chasing out going on the haters, but $0, I guess. I don't know what the cut is. We have some nice things.
Oh, thanks for having me, David. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Mute my microphone.
Brandon, you have the 7 with $200 to start with.
All right. I have a 7. So, you know what? Let me go ahead and change that. And I'm going to go with number 1.
You change that with number 1, and that card becomes a 2.
You know what? All of it higher.
All of it higher than a 2, and it is a 4.
There we go. All right. Let's do 300, and I'm going to go higher.
$300. Higher than the 4, and it is a 5.
There we go. I'm going to go $500. That the next card is higher.
$5 higher than the 5. Oh, it's the bonus change.
That's good.
Yes, you're gonna replace that card.
All right. I'll same bet, 500 higher.
$5 higher. It's engaged. Go to the next level, and of course, you're gonna go all the lower.
I'm gonna go all a bit lower.
It's a 6.
Yeah. Okay, this time I'll go ahead and change that with number 2.
Number 2, that card becomes a queen. That's good.
All right. You know what? I'll go half, and I'll go 1,600 lower.
$1,600. Lower than the queen is an 8.
Good, yeah. You know what I'm gonna go with? I'm gonna go with the minimum bet $50 that the next card's higher.
$50. Okay, so I just do this. $50, right? Okay. You say higher?
Yes.
It's a 5.
That's all right.
Okay.
It's fine.
You have the 5. What's your decision?
You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and change that card. The last one, 3. If I get a better one.
Strategy have a 3.
Ooh.
One card that can hurt
what?
a 2.
You know what? Just for kicks and giggles, I'm gonna go all of it higher.
All of it. It's the king. $9,500.
Hey. Congratulations, Brandon.
Thank you, Jason.
Oh, yeah.
All right,
was
now
cheering
let's see
for
if we
you.
can win the jackpot here. As try to find the dollar sign behind the cards 1 through 7, and of course you get that
Ooh.
bonus change.
All right. Awesomeness.
Numbers 1 through 7, Brennan.
Yep. Oh man, oh gosh. Oh, 1
It's
through
flashing.
7. That's gonna be the very good question indeed. All right, let's go. The first one I want to go with number 7.
Okay, what's behind number 7? No.
All right.
Oh,
Of Lil Deuce, number 2.
Number 2. No, it was number 1.
Oh, just past it. Oh
oh.
well. Hey.
Alright, that is going to be it for this part start showdown. I want to thank everybody for watching. In another video, coming there, actually there today for another episode of Game of Thrones. And you all have a great rest of the morning. Bye bye, everybody.